Conflicts between popes and secular rulers during the Middle Ages were intricate and had lasting consequences for both the church and state in Europe. Here are some key events and figures that illustrate the dynamics of this power struggle. Investiture controversy, 1075–1122. This was a significant conflict primarily between Pope Gregory VII, Hildebrand, and Emperor Henry IV. The controversy centered around the appointment of bishops and the question of whether the Pope or the Emperor had the authority to invest these figures. Gregory's Dictatus Papae asserted papal supremacy, including the right to depose emperors, which directly challenged Henry. The conflict culminated in Henry's penance at Canossa in 1077, where he sought forgiveness from Gregory, but it did not resolve the underlying tensions. Crusades, 1096–1271. Initiated by Pope Urban II in 1095, the Crusades were a series of religious wars aimed at reclaiming the Holy Land from Muslim control. The popes sought to assert their authority over Christian kings and to unite Christendom under their leadership. While the Crusades increased papal influence, they also caused friction as kings such as Richard the Lionheart sought military glory and territorial gains, sometimes at odds with papal directives. Papal taxes and political maneuvering. Popes often levied taxes on their own dioceses and sought financial support from secular rulers. This relationship was complex, with popes using wealth to bind kings to their authority. At times, popes excommunicated kings or placed entire regions under interdict to compel compliance, as was the case with King John of England. Pope Innocent III, 1198–1216. One of the most powerful popes, Innocent III expanded papal authority to unprecedented heights. He intervened in the affairs of various kingdoms, influencing the selection of monarchs and asserting that the Pope was the ultimate arbiter of political matters. His conflict with King John over the Archbishop of Canterbury led to England being placed under interdict, showcasing the Pope's ability to wield enormous power. The Avignon Papacy, 1309–1377. This period saw the papacy move to Avignon, France, leading to conflicts with the Italian states and diminishing the Pope's authority in Rome. The popes who resided in Avignon were seen as pawns of the French crown, leading to weakened credibility and further strife within Christendom. The Great Schism, 1378–1417. Following the return of the papacy to Rome, disagreements over papal election led to a split in the Church, with rival claims to the papacy by different leaders. This schism diminished respect for papal authority, as multiple men claimed to be the legitimate pope, illustrating the fragmented nature of influence between secular and religious powers. These conflicts shaped the medieval political landscape, fostering a complex relationship between church and state that laid the groundwork for the later Enlightenment and the eventual separation of church and state in many European countries. Such struggles also contributed to the rise of national identities and the emergence of stronger, centralized monarchies, as rulers sought to assert their own authority, independent of papal control.